From the Pearl Harbor attack to the end of World War II, it's a well-known fact that once America was pushed into the war, the Allies were a force to be reckoned with. The US brought it all to the fight, from ships, half-tracks, tanks, ammo, clothing, parachutes, jeeps, etc. Although Roosevelt tried to keep the US out of the war, it was inevitable. After the 7th of December, 1941, the US was in one single, united mode, revenge for Pearl Harbor. Whether the provoking was the Japanese, Germans, or Italians, the US was going to eventually be a part of it, not just sending aid, but completely engulfed until the end. From the European theater to the Pacific, the Allies had the enemy on their heels. Fight after fight, battle after battle, nothing was stopping the Allies from victory. The Atlantic Wall was an extensive system of coastal defenses and fortifications built by Nazi Germany between 1942 to 1944. This was to prevent an Allied invasion of Nazi-occupied Europe from the United Kingdom. The wall covered a distance of 1,670 miles and formed the main part of Hitler's Fortress Europe to repulse any attack wherever it was planned for. More than 50,000 M4 Sherman tanks were produced between 1942 and 45 and used in all combat theaters, and not just by the US. On D-Day, of the 4,414 deaths, 2,501 were American and 1,913 were Allies. These totals do not include fatalities, wounded, or missing in action. For the European offensive, more than 405,000 Americans made the ultimate sacrifice for their country. In the Pacific offensive, between the Army, Navy, Marines, the total number of dead or missing was close to 64,702. During the African offensives, a total of around 10,000 Americans dead, were missing, or were taken prisoner. These were the total number of American losses, service members, for the duration of World War II. Up against formidable odds, the Axis and Allies alike endured numerous causalities. So few sacrificed so much, for so many.
To escape the firing.
At the end of the war, the Germans had between 6.9 to 7.4 million total deaths for military and civilians. Japan had between 2.5 to 3.1 million total deaths for military and civilians. Out of all the Allies, the Soviet Union had the highest casualties of the conflict with between 20-27 million deaths for military and civilians.